Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich. We are the Kingdom of Canada, and what you're seeing here is my diplomatic map mode, showing who exactly we are at war with. I don't know if I realized that I was at war with Portugal, actually, which is kind of interesting. We've obviously been beating the snot out of the German Union, and that will probably continue here. We'll probably make a run through Africa over here, because it should be relatively easy to do. We might end this series without doing all the island hopping picking up because, like, it's just boring and silly. Currently, I actually have 3 grand strategy series going on at the same time. We've got the Stellaris Synthetic Dawn. We've got an EU4 co-op with Barstone. We've got this. And I had tried to make a personal rule that I'd only ever have 1 grand strategy game going on at any given time because they're very time-consuming. It's hard to have the brain space for all of them. So we're definitely looking to wrap this up with the intention of revisiting this. I'm still kind of thinking Syndicalist Italy. We'll see. The other thing I want to try is the Great War mod, too, for Hoi 4, so we'll see how it goes. But we're going to keep going for now and see how it goes. A couple little tweaks between episodes here. I've gone ahead into the production queue here, and I've dropped back on our infantry weapon production. I don't know if everyone has actually been... Yeah, there we go. Because I was going to say, I don't know if... That's the wrong pop-up. Right over here. I don't know if everyone's actually been upgraded to Infantry Equipment 3 or not, but we do have a lot of infantry equipment right now. The biggest thing is I really would like to convert over to mechanized, so I'm going to generate this as aggressively as possible for now. And the tanks, we've obviously got a giant stockpile. Artillery, we're still looking for upgrades to our Type 3 artillery, so that's worthwhile. And we've got a good stockpile of support and motorized equipment. Although, you know, potentially, that could be the sort of thing that runs out at some point. We'll see. Still producing plenty of medium tanks, although we also have a giant stockpile of those. Are we currently researching any sort of extra tankage? Not at this time, although there clearly will be more tankage. There's actually, we could be doing the next medium level tank, and then actually we can go into the modern. I believe we are currently working way through some focuses over there. The other thing I've done over here is I've split, there was just one giant green army over here that was going east. I have split that up. If your front gets too long, the AI that manages your battlefronts really likes to shuffle people up and down your battlefront over and over and over, and then they don't fight, and they do strategic redeployment, and it's bad. So I've cut this up a little bit here. We've got our primary eastern thrust over here. We've got our northern thrust into Estonia and Latvia over here. Not a whole lot of tanks in there, but that's okay. We're actually a little bit tank light, maybe. I've still got this little purple group over here that you can't really see it, but there's just a scooch of a front line here. It's just going to go and clean this up. This is actually where a lot of the tanks are. And yeah, I'm just hoping to clean up this little bit over here, and then I guess they can start pushing in to the south through Kiev. That's going to be okay. Over here on the Danish front, these very resilient Danes over here. It does say we're currently losing this fight, but I don't think these are very potent divisions here. It's just a little bit misleading how it is going. That being said, we do have some pretty low organization with a lot of these groups, but these guys here who are recovering their organization, they'll be popping into the front line. They should be substantially tougher. In particular, right now, there's a lot of the Marine divisions that are fighting, and they don't have much in the way of artillery. Now, we do have some political power, and I think I'm going to go ahead, at the very least, spend one. I might go ahead and spend it all right now on some military high command. There's a couple of people I would like to implement here. There's a lot of people with really good bonuses. I mean, I like the artillery attack and defense. If we were going with like a 4-4 type of comp, then I'd probably go there. Don't think we're going to do that. There's something to be said about just having more organization and faster recovery rate. It's actually really powerful to just keep pushing like mad. Infantry attack and defense is pretty good. We also get more recruitable pop, which is interesting. There's also... somewhere in here, there was armor, right over here. Armor speed, armor attack, armor defense. Motorized and mechanized attack and defense. I think we're going to go ahead and pick this guy up. Oh, we already did pick an artillery boost before. I'm not sure that was a right move, but it is what we did. I'm going to grab that, and I actually think I'm going to go ahead and grab the division organization and recovery rate guide at the same time. I think that's going to be okay. So we'll go ahead and unpause. There we go. So that attack was countered. Now, what I did in this group over here, which one is this? Is this you? Yeah, this group over here. I actually went and pulled out a couple of divisions of Marines, and then I was like planning this Marine invasion. I realized we don't have any way to actually get any control over the Baltic. This is not like if we were playing Germany here. We've got no ability to have proper ships over here, and therefore enabling a push going across this way. And we actually never picked up any paratrooper tech either. That might be something we may actually need to pick up to be able to freaking crack the nut that is Denmark. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and put 2 of the Marines back. I'll keep this sort of plan over here, because honestly, they might move some people to defend here if they spot it, which shouldn't be too hard. We haven't hit play on this yet. I'm going to wait until these tanks arrive. Mostly, I'm letting Denmark hopefully wear themselves out attacking over here, because we're still not in a rush. And mostly I want the pushes to happen over here. Did deploy a bunch of new aircrafts out here. They're probably still deploying to give us a little bit more air cover in these zones. Anyway, I think we can go ahead and unpause and watch that. I do have one of these tanks right here. Has got a command to sort of cut through actually into Estonia here and then behind. Until we take Riga, the Latvian forces aren't going to be out of supply. But I think this might still help things overall, and I've got a manual push over that way. So I'm mostly going to check out this front over here, because if we do this, then it gives us another angle to push into this land, which I don't think will be too difficult to deal with. So these 2 groups are not going. I should actually move you to a new theater. You and you are going to be in the F the Danes theater over here. That way it's like I haven't hit play, and that's okay, and these guys are all going over there. And that's fine. All right, so that push is going to go. I mean, not very many forces here. This should help things out overall to just quickly go through here. Hopefully, it does nothing that gets cut off, but you can see our divisions are advancing here very, very quickly. We did split our front here a little bit, so our Golden Army is semi-divided, but I think that's okay. And in fact, Gold Army is going to be pushing through here as a priority later on. So yeah, you're just going to come in here, and you know what you're going to do? Actually, you're going to come in this way. And you're going to come in this way right away, and we're going to do some bops on these guys. Not that they're very threatening, but it'll also make it a little bit less risky that we'll get cut off somewhere along the way. Boom, 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 boom. And yeah, if we could get around Riga, which should happen when we get this tank available again, we'll push through here. Tanks, of course, have that high breakthrough rating, so they are ideal to attack with. I mean, they also move fast. I think it's going to be okay to go ahead and throw down on this fella over here. We are still holding over here. Yep. Again, we get these little red markers from time to time. I think it just has to do with what the current status of who's reinforced or not. I don't actually expect to lose this spot, but I also don't expect to be able to push right now. So we'll just let that sit there for now. That's going to be okay. We're still actually building a fort over there, just as an extra way to generate a couple extra points. Okay, you guys are going to come in here. And we could probably take Riga as is, but especially once we get this angle with these tanks, I'm just going to box select all these, right-click on Riga, and that should be the end of Latvia. It's probably Riga. It's probably, like, Bob is probably how this is pronounced. But you know what? Riga it is. National focus complete. Okay, before we do that, all y'all... take that. Cruiser tank focus is done. That's a bonus to light tank models. And also unlocks the Canadian Car and Foundry, which is going to be one of our other political things. It's not what we're going for. We are, in fact, going to... where the hell are we in this tree? We need to do a lot more work before we come down here. You need the cold weather training, which we can't get until we get the organic support elements. Cold weather training might make sense since we're pushing into Western Russia in February, but that's never gone bad. This would actually give us the first rank maintenance companies for free, which is interesting. I mean, a lot of discounts over here. You know what? We'll just keep going down here. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Although I suppose I could have... we're actually losing political power. I was just about to say maybe I should have held off on taking a thing and accounting this. We might lose a bit of stability here. But I can't cancel it now. Alright, that should be the end of that. I'm just going to go ahead and right-click on Reval. I don't know. That place. Latvia has capitulated. Get some equipment. Almost certainly pretty out-of-date equipment, but that's okay. It looks like their only victory point, so assuming there's not some sort of requirement to take a certain amount of land, that should be end of that. Oh, you do control over here. Originally owned by Russian state, yeah, so that's not actually, there we go, one of their core provinces. Estonia has capitulated. We'll What troop is here? Part of the German Empire. Okay, so we'll just gotta bop you. That's gonna be fine. And then, yeah, we'll reset the golden front over here. Actually, it would be quite handy if we could push through something like this. Because then our front would be here, not split up by this lake. There's a little bit of Russian state territory over here. Okay, that's good. That should actually all go fine as well. Alright, then we'll take a look at the other fronts in a second here. How are we doing over here? We're still holding. Yep. Still a lot of this negative red mark, but again... you know what? We're actually almost truly out of organization. We might get pushed back across the river here, which would make it that much harder to retake this... to push into this area again. We do have air support over here, do we not? That's not... fleet is what I want. Yeah, we have tons of fighters. We've got tons of bombers. Now, the bombers are almost certainly close air support. What we might want to do is really truly say F Denmark and bomb it back to the Stone Age. Right? 400 strategic bombers. Let's get these guys in here. Do strategic bombing support. Do we have radar support over here? It's funny that we don't get radar vision when we're in airplane mode. Because if we had radar support, I might just do... The thing is, we have full fighter. We have full air superiority here, right? Those aren't the stats we're getting. Okay, hold on. If I click on this air zone, there we go. Yeah, full air superiority. So day and night, I'm going to bomb the hell out of these guys. But seriously, do we have to, like, mouse over to see radar coverage? I guess if I went into, say, hold on. If I went into build mode with radars, there we go. Oh, I can't build it here. Maximum level. So I guess Germany, right, the German Union doesn't actually have radar tech. Otherwise, I believe I'd be able to build it in here because they're my puppet. I get a little bit more coverage if I built up, I guess, a level 6 station in Vlaanderen. And honestly, might want to go ahead and queue some of that. I'm also building some over here so we can get some radar coverage over at this end. Alright, well, you guys keep doing that. We're going to keep doing this. Okay, that's all done. So, yeah, gold group. I'm going to hit H to halt all the little manual commands I gave you. All 19 of you are assigned to this front. That is great. And then your job will be to push down to this river. Then you're going to push to this river. And then you're going to, I guess, join in the push for over here. Can you, like, set the order of this? Like, I want this to come after that. I think they'll auto-reassign from one to the other, though, won't they? When this finishes, they'll start... Yeah, I think it's going to be okay. Anyway, we'll go ahead and hit play. You guys will start pushing down there. I'm going to explicitly tell this tank to run down this side as quickly as possible. Like this. And actually jump down there. It's going to be okay. We're probably not going to cut off because we're going to be filling in all these gaps. It's going to be okay. It's still March. The weather's still not going to be fantastic, but a lot of the pushing is going on. Purple group, you are going to finish that. Excellent. And then I'll probably need to give you a new offensive command. I suppose I can go ahead and draw the secondary offensive line now, which is you're going to help push into Kiev. I don't know why it, like, stops the play command. Like, I still had the old order. 13 divisions, then 13 divisions. Good, 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 good. Yeah, keep doing that. Green group. I'm going to, there we go, shrink your front line. Your front line's a little bit split, although once we connect over here, you'll remerge. And it looks like we are going to be taking that soon, which is going to be okay. All right. How is our political power? Still negative. A lot of it's these occupations. We're going to be happy to release a lot of these countries soon. We haven't gotten another pop-up for it. We got the German one a while ago, but that's it. I guess I probably don't need to police garrison in the German Union anymore. Also, this should probably be a field marshal. Do we have, like, a low-ranking field marshal? Seems like a shame to use that guy. I'm just going to go ahead and promote this dude. Boop. To Field Marshal. That's okay. He's going to be level 1. I suppose I could have just generated a new person and done that, but it would have cost me more points. So, Garrison, you don't have to cover the German Union. Now, while it does mean that you would normally be guarding the seas as well, I don't think that's actually something we have to concern ourselves that much, since we do have plenty of troops nearby. So if anyone does a naval invasion, we should be able to beat the snot out of them. Meanwhile, over here, this is a true and proper occupation that we do need to police. Here, 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 and yeah, I mean, we will be going into more of this territory, but we can wait on that a second. This is a little bit wonky, so I'm going to leave that off for now. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, Moronvia, Russian state. So we are simply negotiating with Liberia? I mean, I've got, like, no points right now. So, pass. I only have one state. It's worth 118. So I'm not going to be able to do anything. Russian state will clearly get this. Maybe they don't want it. I have enough points now, but I've got to have a little bit more in the bank before I can take it. Or if I do this, we're too far below the score of the next participant. Okay, someone ended up taking this. Oh, Russia did take it. Okay, so that's all there is. Fine. That's a thing. We have exiled divisions. Okay. So they officially locked in some of this weird German territory. I don't know what's going on. But we're still at war with the German Empire. Except that our forces are not going to be able to fight literally anywhere because I have no ability to reach this territory. What? Why would Russia, like, get this? There was only one piece of land we could negotiate for, and it was over here. And yeah, we literally cannot reach this land. Like, because I can ask for access, but you can't fight from a third-party country, to the best of my knowledge. Like, I can ask for military access. They'll say yes. Okay. And I can say, like, I might be mistaken. And then I can put troops, say, here. I mean, these guys have, I guess, already capitulated, so maybe it doesn't matter. And I can say, let me just draw a random line. Something like that. Okay, so, I mean, they'll get up on this front. Kingdom of Finland I'm at war with, but I can't really do anything about that. Again, because maybe I can just, like, right-click into this or something. Maybe there's an empty German province I can just walk into and then start fighting from there. Okay, I'm going to hit play on both of you. And then Golden Army, I'm just going to try to, like, right-click. Like, maybe I can't fight, but if I can walk into at least one of these... Now, all our organization got shot because we just tried to do a strategic movement back to our land when we got... I guess we can fight from here. Maybe because Russia's still at war against these guys. That might be a thing. Okay, so I should actually tell these guys to not frickin' auto-attack. Because, yeah, they'll have no org. But I might still do this right-click here. For now. They'll get stopped. Like, a lot. Kingdom of Finland has capitulated. So you say. Looks like it mostly capitulated to Russia. Alright. You guys get over there. We'll probably end up doing the same thing with Gold Group, but... Gold Group, I will officially give you a front line here and an offensive line that way. But I'm going to keep up with the right click, and I'll tell you to go in a second. Bolivia has capitulated. Okay? I'm very confused. I don't even know what the state of my airplanes are anymore, but I'm mostly just concerned with clicking on the front. How's the F. the Danes front coming along? We do have a couple of tanks here. What I'm curious, if I were to just grab these two and just try that. Oh, yeah, okay. The F. the Danes, we're ready to go. Go, go, F. the Danes. Yeah, this is what I was pretty sure about this. A, they'd already be kind of tired and a little bit worn. And B, they have relatively weaker divisions here. They have a lot of the garrison type, right? Based on their little pawn icon. I don't think they're very deep divisions. It's hard to tell from the mouse over here. They keep coming in with new ones, but then they get pushed back sort of bits and pieces at a time. I'm pretty convinced that's going to advance. Meanwhile... Alright, organization's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and hit play on everything. There we go. Less organization there, but it's alright. Gold Group is still going. I'm going to get you to just do that. And then that. I know you don't have much in the way of org, but you can walk into an empty province. Take Novgorod. Lovely. I knew you could. There's Petrograd. Purple. Why aren't you actually moving? You don't have a ton of org. You're not set to super aggro, so that might be part of it. But I'd really like it for you to start, because... these divisions, which are actually being attritioned like crazy, because they're not really connected to much. Yeah, just go, man. Just go. Everything here. We got little green markers everywhere, so it's definitely happening. It's happening! Here, you can help out with the pinch, because it looks like it's going to be reinforced. You got to do a river crossing from here. It's all forested as well, so defenders have a pretty good edge, and movement is going to be really slow here. There we go. We've got these troops are all cut off now, which is going to be A-okay. Probably we can do a bulk attack there, but I'm just gonna wait until we've cleared up the rest, and then we'll send lots of people. We'll do a right click with Gold Army into there. Are we giving ownership to Russia this whole way? It looks like we are. So this is actually probably highly unnecessary to get a full capitulation. But it's annoying me. It's on principle. It's driving me bonkers that this is a thing. Go. Hit Novgorod. They're gonna trickle a supply from there. But it's not going to be enough for their troops, and we should be able to eliminate all of it. Looks like they're going to bust out just barely out of here. So you guys just go and eliminate this little pocket. Make sure they can't do anything weird and reconnect with their group and cut any one of my people off or anything like that, which would all be double plus on good. So in theory, there are Russian troops around here also pushing. All right, the QF-17 Pounder. That is the latest model anti-tank. We're going to go ahead and get this artillery upgrade. And we are going to update our production of tanks, or anti-tank rather, to this bad boy over here. So we're waiting for some upgrades, and that's okay. How are we doing on mechanized in our bank? 1.8k. I could probably use some replacements, and it's not like this fighting is particularly terrifying. But maybe I'll wait a little bit before it happens. F the Danes, we are really not making the progress that I was hoping we would. Are you advancing in here? You know, just bulk advance, lots of people in there. It could be because we keep getting attacked as well that it's slowing things down. I think it looks to me like they had a group of people abandon this, but we may have not been able to move in time because we got pinned down over here in fighting over and over. But still, the advance should happen. Especially, we'll redirect some more tanks from the other front and move them in here. If we just had more tanks and less infantry, it'd be okay. But we needed the tanks for what was, at the time, the much more significant front. All right, Gold Group, I'm going to just redraw your front line. Something like that. Or your front line and your offensive line. There we go. A little bit more of a surround, especially since these guys are looking to expand over here. We'll just try to cover this a little bit better. All right. People? I don't think you have a proper, like, command. Oh, you have a very confused line. Hold on. I'm going to go and delete all your orders. Your new front line is this. Your offensive line is that. You hit play. Meanwhile, green, you are no longer going to have this as a front. There we go. And everyone in green is going to be assigned to this push here. And you're on aggro mode, and you're all oh, hold on. Green's got wonky bits all over. Hold on. That's part of what's going on here. And then you guys just all did a big strategic redeployment. Okay, we're gonna have to split green up a little bit. Delete. Delete. Take these green fellows, make them into a new army. Give them this. Stay surrounded over here. You're gonna be red. That's gonna be okay. We'll give you a general. That's gonna be fine. I'm gonna tell you to halt your movement, and I'm gonna give you an offensive line to push into, which isn't really gonna be helpful because of many reasons. I'll draw something, but mostly I just need these guys to come around. Do I have a bunch of RCMPs in here? Whoa! Oh, of course I do, because I went and did a box select. You know what? It's fine for this. And we'll have to leave these guys alone for a second, but it's not going to be a problem. Okay, still waiting for everyone to come over here so we can just finish this little pocket. There's another pocket of land over there, which I may or may not care about. And at this point, I'm mostly helping the Russians rather than doing anything myself. Although, it might still give us war score or war contribution for a future thing. So it's okay. Alright. Some overruns, and I'm pretty sure those are overruns against the Germans as opposed to ourselves. It's not always clear to me, to be honest, because it just says overrun. You're like, I hope that was the right kind of overrun, but I don't know. So I'll just do a little bit more box selecting and force movement here, and it's fine. Yeah, you can see the Russian troops are just surrounding here, but the AI takes like a million years to actually plan their moves, which is nice when they're, you know, when they're threatening to attack you, but kind of annoying when it's your allies that just never do anything. All right, we've got a full surround going on now. You've been told to play as well. There, I'm going to give you an explicit right-click to avoid any more shuffling around. You can just finish this off, and that's going to be A-okay. And we'll do this, because I'm a little worried about another thing. Although it looks like there's some Russians around. There's some fighting going on here, so we can probably ignore the Helsinki bit. I'm sure the Russians will be able to handle this at some point. Meanwhile, so gold group now, you're going to go and I'm going to give you a surround this way, just so that it's there. But what I'm going to do is just tell you to, like, roll through all this. I'm just shift-clicking down here so that we can get a 100% just cover of this. Because it's annoying me that it's a thing. And I should probably just move all my troops to Africa right now. I don't know if it's going to lead to more of a capitulation. So, we're in the war against Denmark. Obviously, that is that. Over here... No, German Empire still got a bunch of stuff. Now, I don't know... That's their core provinces. This probably is not part of their core. Probably the next thing to do to cause the new German Empire to capitulate is to beat them up in Africa. But we may as well finish this. We have free civilian factories. Listen, I don't know. Just build more military factories. What the hell, right? Here, just click, 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 click. Done. Leave me alone. We've got air wings with no missions. Probably those are some of the people that got kicked out here. I'm still not going to worry about it right now. What we're going to do is we're going to put a cut in here, and then probably between episodes I'll figure out who these people are and reorganize them somewhere. Yeah, Western Russia and standing by. Do I have an airport over here that I can deploy more people to? I guess there, and I don't know if you can reach Western Germany. Or northwestern Germany, which is the Danish air zone, but it's there. Yeah, we definitely need to get some goddamn tanks over here. I'll pull back on some of the infantry and just have tanks going on. But I still like the tank speed over here to help polish this off. Although, okay, green. Tank, 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 tank. Y'all are going to go here. And I mean, you're not very good at river crossings, but it'll have to do. I'm actually going to pull out the Marines for now, because while you are good at river crossings, that's not what we're looking for at this time. I'll probably make a separate army for the Marines, which I've already got going on right over there. Now, they've got this silly sort of like, oh, sea invasion kind of thing, but it's never going to happen. Still, it gives them something to, I don't know, do. Delete orders. I'll just, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to tell you to garrison over here. That way my Marines will chill back here, not too far away, and it's easy to send more Marines over here because I can just right-click on this group, and that's going to be okay. All right, so now you've only got infantry left. Purple group, you are, yeah, you're going to take that. Actually, where's my purple? Right here. And explicitly take that, and then go there. Clean up that pocket. Green, y'all got nothing to do anymore. We could go and help out over here, but it's clearly unnecessary. I'm going to go and move the greens over to a new African theater. Africa. I should put it with like a K because it's like the German way, and like clearly, you know, the German language is way more influential in this version of history than anything else. So we're going to go and do that. Now I suspect supplies are going to be a brutal problem here in Africa, because it usually is. Not a lot of infrastructure, lots of really rough terrain, but we'll do what we can. First front is just going to be something like push out to this river system here. Take these ports and whatever. I'm not going to hit play. There's going to be a long time to get people over here, but that's what we're going to get started. I don't expect that I have... You must be a field marshal, yeah. I don't think I've got anyone like Desert Fox or anything like that. Planning speed actually might be okay. You know what? You're level 5 field marshal. Kenneth Stewart, you're going to be in charge of this particular front for now. In terms of alliances and whatever, I might be able to get access rights somewhere over here to help push from another flank, which wouldn't be bad because, again, I'm just kind of generally worried about just supply and whatever. Here, we could take a quick look at... That's level 2 infrastructure, right? Or... Total level of infrastructure in this area is 13? How do you have 13 infrastructure? And not... Seriously? Hold on. Yeah, 10. You might be a bonus. No, you're at 3. You're at 7 here, though. I guess it's a larger area. It's adding some stuff up. That is a lot of supply. Now, it's been pretty freaking beat up. Probably bombed. It might be resistance. I don't know if I can quickly tell over here. Yeah, it's probably some sort of resistance thing. We've got an airport over here, although... You know what? Let's go ahead and give them a couple of 100 fighters over this area, and you're going to intercept and air superiority just to try to prevent any more infrastructure bombing over here. Okay, definitely have to put a cut in here. Thank you very much for watching, folks, and we'll see you guys next time.